Hi, I'm Sarah from the upcoming. I mean, obviously, when you get on board with one of these series, you don't really have any idea how it's going to be received. So what did it mean to you that it really captured people's imaginations in the way it did, and that you were able to come back for this second season?
As an actor, I feel like I go into something because I feel inspired by it. And then I don't really have expectations for what, the public is going to think until they watch it, And I try not to, because I don't want to be disappointed, because what if they hate it, So it's always a surprise to me when I find that there's a positive reaction. And it makes it better, I think. I don't know, probably because my expectations so low.
And I love the community that this show's created. It's been so amazing, even from the first season, just jumping on and seeing the reaction and people being like, I really relate to this. And this is something that I can kind of look at and I can grab onto and not feel so alone. It's such a beautiful community that we've created, which has just been gorgeous to see. Such an honor.
Yeah. And I think with all the twists and turns, and all these surprises, there's still that element of endearment and relating to everyone in a certain way. And I really feel like it really kind of hugs all these communities that are relating to us. And I love it.
Right. I love that. Hugs them all. I really love that. Yeah. It's a big hug.
In the way that the relationships are so genuine, it reverses the stereotypes.
Love it.
All right.
Wow, you guys, we really went all different directions with that. Yeah, I love that.
I love it.
What do you hope that people take away from, both the last season and this one? Because I guess there's a part of it that's just, it's got that suspenseful thriller, you're just desperate to watch the next episode to see what's going to happen. But it really does delve into a lot of other issues, like the pressures that are on young people and the fact that everybody has a past and has past traumas and baggage, and you can never judge a book by its cover. So hopefully it can help foster empathy with other people. So what do you think the takeaways are?
I think that there's something that's so unique about this show is exploring the dichotomy between a matriarchy and a patriarchy. And I feel like through all the layers of it, and it's so entertaining, but then you really get to know, you really feel subconsciously how much men need women and how much women need men to exist in a world, in a community. We need each other. We do. Obviously, we each have our own flaws and ways that we are harmful to each other. But at the end of the day, we need each other.
Hi, Unimar from Portugal. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
My first question is, if you now crashed from an airplane to an island, what have you learned from your experience on the show that could help you?
Smoke a ciggy as you're going down.
Focus going down.
Well, I'm going to take a page from the boys' playbook. I would take a food preserver.
Great idea.
Is that what would that even
snacks. Be? Lots and lots of snacks.
I'm such a woman. I don't know how to preserve
Tupperware containers. I just know how to find it. The hunter gatherer.
Yeah.
Boiling water, I think, was a big one I remembered.
You'd bring water. You'd bring boiled water.
No, when you put it in the fire,
I've got the snacks. Yeah. Sophia can preserve it. We're ready.
I bring boiled water.
I'm guessing we're all just going down together then.
Yeah, I guess the thing is we wouldn't survive very long.
All right. Next question is coming from Martina from Italy.
Hi, here I am. Sorry for my setting, but I'm in my car.
That's all right.
Martina from Dani Series Italian. My first question for you guys is, what's the main lesson your characters learned throughout season 2, and how did they apply it in season 2?
I would say for my character,
No, Jenna, go first.
I think she definitely learned to stand up for herself. Even if it wasn't people around her, it kind of was herself that was hindering her own mental health from like growing. So like when she's put on this island, it's forced her like out of her shell, and you'll see her progress throughout the season and all the obstacles that she's had to overcome. And I think that was the best thing that happened to her.
I think for Dotto is like learning how to relax, learning how to kind of take ownership of free time and kind of be able to revel in that. And finally, something that's so beautiful about the island and so haunting is that she's able to be a kid finally. And I think season 2 shows her going through the pleasures of leisure. And I think Fatten says like, Dot can't do leisure. And she's like, I'm very fine at it. Thank you very much. And that's what she discovers throughout is she can have fun and have her own time. And she's supported finally to be able to just like do her own thing.
What I like about Fatten this season is she's really found her own. She deals with a lot. One of my favorite things about her is how unashamed of herself she is. And she deals with a lot of, learning how to accept different parts of her as they correlate with other women in that sort of environment. And now I think she's completely stepped into like a motherly role and is fine with it. She's adapted to the unshamefulness to it.
Mama Fatten.
All right. Next up, we have Sabrina from Italy again.
Hi.
Hi, girls.
Hi.
For Chai Magazine. So I want to know, how was the atmosphere on set? I mean, any something funny happened?
Oh, I really traumatized Sophia with those dead fish on a stick that we had. They really just let me say whatever I wanted to serve to get a writer. It's so bad. But they were really fun to kind of pick up and play with.
It felt so real. I was really grossed out.
Well, they were real, and it was super gross. And they were like, don't put this in your mouth for realsies. You'll get very sick. I'm like, yeah, it looks it.
We should make it a thing to play more pranks on each other.
I've always wanted to play more pranks. We should
try it next season. Let's try and like out prank each other.
Let's have a prank war. We've got this.
Keep that all going.
More funnies coming soon.
Yeah,
for sure.
Next up, we have Gabriela from Brazil.
Hi, Gabriela.
Hi, girls. I'm Gabi from Legião dos Heróis, Brazil. So first, I would like to ask you, would you say season 2 is more physically challenging or mentally challenging for your characters and for you as well as actors?
I would say neither. And not in like a any type of way. But I feel so comfortable as Fatten now, having played her for an entire season, and it doesn't feel so mentally exhausting or challenging. And physically, season 1 it's just physically a lot more brutal than season 2. I think the boys really had more of the physicality and stuff. They had to deal with all of that, like their first season, like our first season, you know?
Yeah, I felt like
relax. Sorry, Jenna.
Sorry, it's like delayed and then like someone else talks. Sorry. I think for me, I would say like kind of more mentally challenging, because like I had to portray like I'm mentally struggling and going through things, but in the back of my mind, it's been like it's nothing we couldn't do again if we already did it season 1, and this time around it was easier. We were more comfortable with everyone. It was like for me, like as Jenna, like it was better mentally, but like for my character, I had to like play.
You definitely see different sides of Martha.
Yeah, for sure.
This season, like drastically. Yeah.
I think Dot's just figuring it out. So I just got to relax a lot, which was amazing. So it's pretty much, it's a beautiful kind of like straightforward ride, mostly for Dot. Some physically challenging moments for all of us. But that's what I love about the show is usually all those physical strains. We're usually going through them together. So it's always like a good fun day, and it's never too difficult.
All right. Next question is Mariana from Brazil.
Hi, girls. So nice to meet you. I'm
Nice
from
to meet
Brazil,
you.
and I have I have a YouTube channel where I talk about female protagonism. And here in Brazil, The Wives is seen as this iconic series that shows the complexity about behind each personality. And I could stand here praising you all because you are even more amazing this season. But I want to know what made you guys most proud of your own performance and characters. You can highlight difference between the seasons if you want.
I tried out a new kind of way to act this season. I feel like before I focused so much on my performance, and this time I decided to have more faith in that and sort of fixate or prioritize, technicalities a bit, and you just be more technically divine and work as like a cohesive unit consciously.
I think for me, kind of the best parts of performance this time, like Sophia said, we all are so comfortable with each other now. I think season 2 really took season 1, there was a lot of pressure to kind of like get it right, almost, that you're coming in with this brand new character that nobody has ever seen before, and you're really putting yourself out there and constantly thinking, are people gonna like what I'm doing? Like this is fully someone that like I've helped create from the ground up. Is this going to be successful? Are people going to like her? Are people going to relate to her and my performance? And season 2, you were kind of, it's not new anymore, which is so exciting. So you can kind of just sit in the comfortability of what you know and kind of just like come back, and it's this beautiful kind of like nostalgia that comes back, and you're like, oh, I know who this is. Like this is easy this season. Okay, cool. I can take a back seat and just breathe in who the character is.
I think I am most proud of the fact that my character becomes more emotionally available, because I feel like the next chapter of what my character is going through like portrays like the ups and downs and the humiliation and all the fear that this character has. And I had a really proud moment when I got to watch it, and it was when my character was like finally opening up to her best friend, and just seeing myself watching it, I was like, I don't even feel like I had a scene that I didn't emotionally connect to in like my own personal experience. So I feel like I had my own like personal touches in it. So I'm most proud of those moments.
It was gorgeous, Jenna.
Thank you.
That's cool. That's so
That's so
interesting, because I'm like trying to not add myself as much, I feel like I use that as a crutch sometimes. So for you to be like wanting to do that, I don't know, it's just interesting. It's cool. I like that. It is nice. It's nice. It makes it more real. Yeah.
All right, we have a little time left, so we're going to give it over to Duarte again if you have another question.
Well, I asked this at Sarah and Rain, so I have to ask you as well. So if the girls and boys started on season 1 on the island, they all crashed together, this will be a Love Island season or a Survivor season?
I think definitely a Survivor season.
Survivor season for sure.
Yeah.
Love meeting the boys. We all have like friendly kind of competition against each other. We're all kind of just joking around. And I think it would turn into a Survivor season. Absolutely.
Well,
We'd all
Sarah
get very
and Rain
competitive.
Answer that would be a Love Island. So
They had a different
Love
view.
Island.
I don't know what they were looking at, where their vantage point was.
Because they both want to be with me, guys. That's
Where
it.
did they see? Oh, right, that's right. They're both in love with Shannon.
Yes.
I forgot. It's a secret.
Both islands. There's 2 islands.
There's 2 Love Islands.
Sarah
They're both
Bradbury.
secretly like, well, Love Island, but
All right, Martina from Italy.
This one is a silly question since me and Sophia, we both share huge passion for tattoos. So my question is, if you would ever get the Wilds tattoo related, what would you get?
I got it.
I was like,
It's already
Shannon
here.
has a lot to loaded for you.
This is
I
my
have one too.
official. This is, yes, me and Sophia got them the same day. Sophia's took 3 hours. I think mine took like 15 minutes?
mine's a mermaid.
It's gorgeous.
Oh,
She's
that's wonderful,
beautiful. And mine is it's this nature-made hole in the rock at Piha Beach in Auckland, New Zealand. Near, and we filmed right near there the burying of Jeanette. And I remember
Jenna
we saw
had a
this on
near-death
like location
experience there.
scout. Yeah, and Jenna almost drowning
Right,
here.
yeah.
Like she got
It was an
sucked in.
experience.
So I was
Very
like,
meaningful
look,
place.
Jenna almost got sucked in. I gotta get it, you know?
Had to get it
It's a
tatted.
very polarizing hole.
I would get a goat tattooed on my forehead, if anyone asks.
wow.
I love
that's
that.
extreme.
Because you are the goat, Jenna. Absolutely.
Jenna, I am offended. That is not real. You would never do that.
Or
I
would
want
I?
to see it.
You don't know.
She's already
On
said
your
it now. It's in
forehead.
writing.
I dare
It's in
you.
writing.
I dare
I
you.
double dare you, Jenna.
Girl.
Let's go.
I'll just get bangs and cover it the rest of my life.
Just to prove that you would do it. Just to prove.
She's not committed.
Face tat. Yeah.
All right, another question from Sabrina.
Oh my God, I'm so stupid.
But I just want to know very quickly
I love it.
what you like most about your character.
Can you
was that?
please repeat that? Sorry.
Yeah, what do you like the most about your character?
She's funny as hell. She's so funny. I love how funny she is. And she has the most comfortable practical costume, which is a dream. Those cargo shorts, they never get old. I'm glad I never changed pants throughout the entirety. I never changed pants.
She just wore the whole time. She's method.
A method. Yeah, I didn't actually take them off ever.
She left the set with
slept in
them.
them.
It was weird. It was really
Slept in
weird, but
them.
we let her do it.
Yeah.
She had rashes.
Thanks for accepting me,
and stuff.
guys.
One more question from Gabriella.
So if you were to be stuck in a deserted island, what was the one object you would take with you? No cell phones allowed.
Well, then I don't have anything then. Just kidding.
I said last time, I stand by this answer. I think I would bring a book. No, okay, not that other thing. I would bring a book of about like botany or just like plants and like science and different like ways you can utilize plants and animals and stuff.
I was going to say my cat, but that's a much better answer.
So you can eat it.
I'd probably take like a machete.
Good idea, Jenna. I can so see Jenna in like a
Yeah,
singlet,
that's
like
a
hacking
solid-
away
that's a
through the
solid
woods,
one.
El Dorado style.
Yeah.
That'd be so incredible. Jenna's like,
Love that.
she's like,
Have
get
like
out
a
of here,
full
nature.
Rambo moment with it.
Yeah.
And you might like want to consider, doing that for a while. Just like taking some time off and like checking off the earth.
Do machete.
Mhm.
Only wearing like animal skin over your
For real.
She's jerry rigged her an outfit.
yeah.
love that.
Swinging on vines.
Jane of the jungle.
Yeah.
What the fuck's her name?
Jane, yeah. It's Jen.
Jenna of the jungle. Oh.
All right. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much, journalists. Go ahead and head on out.
Thank you,
Thanks so much, everyone.
Thank you. Thanks very
Thank
much.
you. Love
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.